You're not the one waiting for your dream life. In truth, your dream life is the one waiting for you, in a dimension you haven't yet tuned your mind toward. It may sound unbelievable at first, but stay close because what you're about to realize could turn years of effort into 30 days of harmony. Right now, as you read this, infinite versions of you already exist, each living within pure possibility. One of them is living your dream life right now. Not because they worked harder, not because luck favored them, but because they aligned their awareness with the frequency of that version of reality. This isn't make-believe. This is physics, more precisely, quantum mechanics. The classical world you studied in school teaches that objects exist in fixed states, and that you must push, pull and grind to move them. But in the quantum world, particles behave differently. They aren't fixed in one spot doing one thing. They exist in superposition, a field of countless possible realities unfolding at once. Picture this. You're standing before a wall of radio dials. Each dial tunes to a different version of existence. One broadcasts struggle and exhaustion, another, safety and stagnation. But somewhere among them is the frequency of your peaceful, fulfilled, abundant life. The only reason you can't hear it yet is your current tuning. So what changes that dial? Not effort alone, not just affirmations, it's consciousness, focused, coherent awareness. The quantum field doesn't create through effort. It creates through resonance. It mirrors what you emit, not what you wish for. Here's where it gets extraordinary. Science reveals that particles stay in probability until they are observed. The famous double-slit experiment proves it. Photons, particles of light, act as waves of potential when unseen, but collapse into a single form once observed. Why does that matter to you? Because the universe works the same way. It stays fluid and open until you observe with conviction, until you assign meaning. Channel emotion and align your energy to a vision. That's when a potential becomes your reality. Not because you forced it, but because you focused it. And that's where most people falter. They try to push their reality through effort while still vibrating in doubt, need, or frustration. That's like shouting at a radio hoping the country station will play jazz. It doesn't happen, not because jazz isn't real, but because you're tuned to the wrong signal. The quantum field, as described by Max Planck and David Bohm, isn't physical, it's vibrational, non-local, and responsive, and most importantly, it doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you are. So if you vibrate from "I don't have it yet," the field echoes that back to you. But if you shift even slightly into "I am the version of me who already has it," everything starts to change. The field reorganizes circumstances, shift coincidences multiply, and suddenly, that dream life that once felt so far away begins folding into your present moment. Here's the truth most people overlook. You don't manifest through effort. You manifest through alignment. If you've ever felt trapped, like no matter how hard you push, nothing really moves, it's not because you're lazy, unworthy, or broken. It's because you've been tuned to a version of reality that doesn't include your dream, and every thought, feeling, and reaction has been unconsciously reinforcing that frequency. But here's the gift. The field is always listening. And even more, it's always reflecting. That means you can right now choose to become the observer who changes the signal. So the real question isn't, how do I make it happen? It's, how do I become the version of me it's already happened for? In the next few minutes, we'll decode exactly how your focus, your sense of self, and your subconscious patterns shape the quantum field around you, and how to start bending your reality in 30 days or less. Ready to collapse the wave? Have you ever noticed that the more you worry about something, the more it seems to appear in your life? Or how when you obsess over a problem, you start spotting it everywhere, in conversations, on your feed, even in random coincidences that feel impossible to ignore? That's not the universe punishing you. That's quantum mechanics at work. Here's what most people never realize. You're not just witnessing your reality, you're shaping it. Every second you focus your emotion and attention on something, you collapse a probability wave into a solid, tangible experience. That's the essence of the observer effect. And it's not just a nice idea, it's been verified in labs for decades. Let's return to the famous double-slit experiment. 1. of the most mind-bending revelations in modern physics. When scientists shot particles, electrons, or photons toward a screen with two slits, they expected them to behave like bullets passing cleanly through one slit or the other. But instead, when unobserved, the particles behaved like waves, interfering with themselves, creating a pattern that proved they went through both slits simultaneously. Yet the moment scientists tried to measure which slit the particle traveled through, its behavior shifted. It collapsed into a single path, acting once again like a bullet. Simply put, the very act of observation changes the outcome. Now imagine this. What if your daily attention, your thoughts, emotions, and reactions function exactly like that scientific observer? What if you're collapsing possibilities into form, not with microscopes or lasers, but with your own energy? Because you are. When you dwell on what's missing, even from the sincere desire to fix it, you're still directing your awareness toward the version of reality you don't want. And the field, ever precise, mirrors that energy flawlessly. It magnifies whatever you feed with focus. That's why wanting something too intensely often seems to push it further away. Because your vibration doesn't say, "I love this future." It says, "I don't have this now." And the field simply echoes that truth back to you. Let's ground this in something practical. Take money. For instance, if your thoughts constantly repeat, "I need more money," you're observing a timeline where lack already exists. Your attention fuses with scarcity. And so the quantum mirror, the universe itself, returns the same reflection, not out of cruelty, but out of accuracy. The same happens with love. You yearn for connection, but your awareness vibrates with loneliness. You're not observing love, you're observing its absence. And the field, neutral and perfect, doesn't judge. It just reflects. This is why mystics, spiritual teachers, and even modern quantum physicists repeat the same timeless truth in different words. What you focus on expands, but here's the subtle twist, the one that changes everything. It isn't just focus that creates, it's emotionally charged focus. The observer effect doesn't respond to empty, mechanical thoughts. It responds to feeling, to conviction, to the subtle emotional tones you carry through your day. You can repeat, "I am abundant," all you want, but if beneath the words you feel anxious or scarce, that is what the field hears. That's what it mirrors. And this is where people lose hope. They think manifestation isn't real, when in truth, it's always real, just not operating the way they expect. It's not broken. It's perfectly reflecting their dominant vibration. So, how do you shift the reflection? Not by forcing the image in the mirror, but by changing the lens through which you see. That begins with awareness, becoming mindful of where your attention lands throughout the day. Are you scanning for what's missing? Or appreciating what's already in harmony? Are you replaying worst-case scenarios in your head, or gently imagining how it feels to already be on the other side of the breakthrough? Because here's the truth that changes everything. The quantum field doesn't require time to deliver, it requires alignment. And alignment begins with observation. What you see isn't just a picture, it's a projection. And what you project becomes what you live. In the next few moments, we'll dismantle one of modern culture's biggest myths. That effort is the key to success, and reveal why frequency is the true architect of reality. You'll discover why working harder doesn't always mean working smarter, and how to shift from force to flow to manifest real results fast. If you've ever felt like you're doing everything right but still not moving forward, this next truth will change everything. Because if effort alone were enough, the most exhausted people on earth would be the most successful. But look around. How many people do you know doing all the right things, checking every box, yet circling the same loop of lack, frustration, or emptiness? There's a reason for that, and it has nothing to do with intelligence, worth, or willpower. It's about frequency. In the quantum realm, manifestation doesn't happen through pushing. It happens through resonance, through alignment, through becoming an energetic match to the life you desire before it arrives. Now let's be clear. Action isn't the villain, but action without alignment is. Like rowing upstream, you're moving, yes, but exhausting yourself to stay in the same place. Ask yourself this: How do you feel when you're forcing things? When you're grinding just to survive or be seen? There's tension, there's resistance, there's that constant whisper beneath it all. It's not here yet. And maybe it never will be. That's the signal the field receives. Not your words or your tasks, but the frequency pulsing behind them. This is why frequency wins every time. And frequency isn't about pretending or faking positivity. It's about coherence. The harmony between what you think, what you feel, and what you expect. When those three align, you become magnetic. You don't chase and you attract. You don't struggle, you synchronize. A famous study from the HeartMath Institute revealed that the human heart generates an electromagnetic field thousands of times stronger than the brain's. But here's what matters most: when your heart and mind are in sync, when emotion and thought unite, your entire energy field transforms. You begin broadcasting clarity, coherence, power, and the quantum field reflects that signal right back. Let's make this real. Imagine two people starting the same business. Person A is driven by fear. They're hustling every day, taking massive action, but their inner dialogue hums with panic. What if no one buys? What if I fail? I need this to work. They're vibrating in survival. No matter how much they do, the energy is tangled. Person B, meanwhile, moves differently. They take fewer steps, but they've tuned into their vision first. They've meditated, visualized, embodied the version of themselves who's already succeeded. When they act, their action is clean, inspired, aligned, and the quantum field reflects that precision. Their results come faster, easier, with a sense of flow. Not because they worked harder, but because they worked clearer. That is the essence of quantum manifestation. It's not about doing more, it's about being more aligned. Now here's where it becomes vital. Your current frequency isn't your fault. It's a product of programming, subconscious beliefs, past wounds, cultural conditioning. But once you become aware of it, you can shift it, and when you shift it, everything changes. So how do you begin? Start small. Frequency is a state, and states are built moment by moment. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Does this feeling align with the life I'm calling in? If not, what's one small adjustment I can make, a thought, a breath, a posture, an environment, to move just 1% closer to that future version of me? Even a subtle shift in frequency begins to realign the field. Think of it like tuning a radio. You don't overhaul the whole signal in one twist. You just keep turning the dial, one thought, one emotion, one decision at a time, toward the frequency of your preferred reality. And when you do, something remarkable unfolds. Things begin arriving sooner than expected. Opportunities flow in without force. Ideas appear out of nowhere, clear, relevant, synchronistic. This isn't magic, this is resonance, and resonance isn't optional. It's a law. The biggest illusion you've been taught is that manifestation takes effort. The truth? It takes identity, because you don't receive what you want, you receive what you are. And when your frequency matches your desired future, that future collapses into now. In the next few minutes, we'll go even deeper into what's broadcasting your frequency on autopilot, your subconscious mind. You'll discover why 95% of your creative power doesn't live in your conscious awareness at all, and what to do about it. You think you're steering your reality with goals, affirmations, and vision boards, but here's the quantum truth most never learn. You're only consciously creating about 5% of your life. The other 95%, that's your subconscious, running the entire show on autopilot. Let that settle in. You can affirm, I am abundant 50 times a day, but if your subconscious is still programmed with fear, scarcity, or doubt, the field will mirror that, not your words, not your journal entries, but your dominant vibration. That energy lives beneath your conscious thought. The subconscious is like a hidden projector behind the curtain. You don't see it directly, but everything you experience on the screen of your life is coming from there. And here's the twist. Most of that programming was written before you were even 8 years old. Childhood moments, repeated messages, memories you don't consciously recall, still pulse as energetic codes shaping what you expect, believe, and attract. So if you've ever wondered why you're doing the work, staying high vibe, and nothing seems to shift, this is why. You're not broken. You're just broadcasting from a frequency you didn't know you'd tuned to. But here's the miracle. You can rewrite the signal. The subconscious isn't a locked vault. It's a living sponge. It absorbs through repetition, emotion, and focus. This is where tools like meditation, visualization, hypnotherapy, and emotional reconditioning become more than spiritual trends. They become quantum technologies, methods for collapsing outdated timelines and activating new ones. Let's begin with something simple yet profound. Mental rehearsal. Neuroscience reveals that when you imagine something vividly with sensory detail and emotional charge, your brain can't tell the difference. It fires the same neural pathways. Your body reacts, your energy field shifts. This is why Olympic athletes visualize routines, why top performers see success before it happens. They're using biology and physics to program reality from the inside out, and so can you. Each time you picture yourself speaking with confidence, living in peace, receiving with ease, and you feel it as real, you're placing a new order in the quantum field. You're sending a command that bypasses the conscious mind and speaks directly to the subconscious. That's how a new signal begins. Broadcasting. But here's the key: repetition. The subconscious doesn't transform because you felt good once. It shifts when you repeat a new vibration until it becomes your default setting. That's why morning rituals matter, why nighttime affirmations matter, why the environments you inhabit, the words you speak, even the content you consume, all of it matters. Every repeated thought, emotion, or experience becomes part of the data your subconscious uses to define what's normal for you. And once it accepts a new normal, the quantum field responds without resistance. That's why people who truly transform don't just act differently, they feel differently, walk differently, expect differently. Their subconscious no longer projects fear. It projects coherence, and here's the most empowering truth. You don't wait for your outer world to change before you reprogram the inner projector. You do it now, and the reflection has no choice but to follow. If that feels overwhelming, remember this: small hinges swing big doors. Start with minutes a day, close your eyes, breathe, feel the version of you who already has what you desire. Let that emotion saturate your nervous system. Do it consistently, not with force, but with reverence, and soon, your outer world will begin to reorganize around your new internal code. Comment below: my subconscious is tuning in. Let the field know you're not asking anymore. You're becoming. And in the next few moments, you'll discover why time isn't the linear cage you believe it is, and how you can literally jump timelines by aligning with the version of you that already exists. Now ask yourself this: if everything in your life transformed tomorrow, your finances, relationships, body, peace of mind, would it take years? Or just one aligned decision? Here's a truth the quantum world has always known: time doesn't behave the way you think. We've been conditioned to see reality as a straight path: past, present, future, cause, effect, work, reward. But the quantum field doesn't follow those rules. In that field, every version of you already exists simultaneously. And time? It isn't a law, it's a lens. Picture your life as a massive stadium. Every seat in that arena represents a version of you: the wealthy you, the confident you, the healed you, the one who quit, the one who never began. They all exist. They're all real. The only difference is where you shine the spotlight of your awareness. In truth, you don't move through time. Time moves through you. That's why timeline jumping isn't fantasy, it's physics. When you alter your frequency, your identity, your emotional baseline, you're not just changing habits, you're switching seats in the stadium. And each seat holds a new sequence of people, experiences, and possibilities. Here's where it gets truly powerful. You don't have to earn your way into that new reality. You only have to match it. So what does that mean in practice? It means embodying the energy of your next self now. It means making decisions from the future, not for it. It means asking, every single day, what would the version of me who already has this think, feel, do? When you consistently align with those answers, with how your future self thinks, feels, and moves, you generate a new electromagnetic signature, one no longer tethered to your past, one that broadcasts your presence into the coordinates of a higher timeline. And when that happens, that timeline begins collapsing into your now, not because you forced it, but because you became a vibrational match for it. This isn't about bypassing real life. It's not spiritual escapism or pretending the world doesn't exist. It's about energetic accuracy. Because the version of you who already lives your dream life, they're not trapped in fear, they're not questioning their worth, they're not waiting for proof before they trust. They move with clarity, ease, and conviction. Not because everything is perfect, but because their identity is aligned. And the field? It doesn't wait to reward that. It responds instantly. Quantum time is nonlinear. You could be one choice away, not from a small shift, but from everything shifting. Not because it's magic, but because you aligned with a new segment of the field. Here's something practical to anchor it. Each morning, begin with a timeline command. When you wake, don't rush to your phone or slip into your old identity. Instead, speak directly to the field. Today, I step into the timeline where everything unfolds with ease. Today, I tune into the reality where I already feel free. Even 30 seconds of this conscious alignment changes your trajectory. Now, will your outer world shift instantly? Sometimes yes, often not yet. Not because it isn't working, but because reality is recalibrating around your new coordinates. This is the moment where most people give up. They step into a new frequency, then panic when the old world lingers. But if you can stay coherent, if you can hold the vibration before the evidence appears, you'll collapse a new timeline faster than you ever imagined. This isn't theory. It's the hidden physics of transformation. You've already jumped timelines before. That phone call that changed everything. That chance meeting that altered your path. That small decision that rewrote your destiny. Those weren't coincidences. They were alignments. And now, you can do it again, consciously. So how do you know when your manifestation is already arriving? You feel it first. You sense the subtle hum of change before it's visible. There are signals, whispers from the field, showing that reality is rearranging in response to your new vibration. The 1% who master conscious creation know this truth. The signs are rarely loud. They're quiet, easy to overlook, but once you notice them, they become undeniable. One of the clearest signals is synchronicity. You think of someone, they call you, you speak a desire aloud, and hear the exact phrase in a song. You make a choice, and an opportunity appears within days. These aren't coincidences, they're coherence. The field is mirroring your upgrade before it becomes matter. It's a preview, not of what might happen, but of what's already unfolding. Another powerful sign? Emotional neutrality. You stop craving, stop clinging, stop checking the clock. The closer your manifestation gets, the calmer you feel, because your system no longer senses separation. Desire dissolves into peace. You're no longer hoping, you know. But here's the key. If you chase the signs, you break the signal. They are reflections of alignment, not replacements for it. Observe them, receive them, then return to the frequency of already having. Sometimes the signs come as dreams, symbols, intuitive downloads, your subconscious syncing with the new timeline before your mind catches up. Trust it, let it guide you. And sometimes the signs come as discomfort. When your vibration rises, old realities feel heavy. People drift, habits collapse, jobs lose meaning. This isn't destruction, it's space-making. The field is clearing room for your new frequency. It's not punishment, it's precision. If you can stay present during that contraction, breathe through it, trust it. Don't rush back into old patterns. You'll witness your manifestation appear with breathtaking ease. And here's the mystical truth. Sometimes your manifestation arrives in disguise. You asked for freedom, and it came as a breakup. You asked for abundance, and it came as an idea, not a deposit. You asked for purpose, and it came through loss that revealed your truth. The field always delivers, not through the path you expect, but through the path of least resistance. If this message stirred something in you, if you felt expanded, awakened, or deeply seen, that's no accident, it's a signal. You're already shifting. You wouldn't be hearing these words unless you were ready to collapse a new timeline. You're not being prepared anymore, you're being activated. And if you're ready to anchor this energy beyond a single moment of inspiration, if you want to live this frequency daily, explore the guide I created. Awaken your quantum power. It's a transformational companion to rewire your subconscious, stabilize emotional alignment, and become the frequency of your next reality without chasing, forcing, or guessing. You'll find the link in the pinned comment below. And remember, the field isn't listening to what you want. It's listening to what you are. So choose not with fear but with frequency, and watch how reality follows.